storm. Hear the difference in the wind when dark clouds form and start to turn. I'll run again, far away when the hurricane comes in. Well, I'm the only...
Hello everybody, welcome back to Ray County. Yes, that rain shower that stopped us testing our new baler the other day, well, it didn't last very long at all. So here we are, back again to dive in and get this alfalfa off the field. So while we get set up and get going, I am going to give you a little bit of a walkthrough of what we're planning for the rest of the day. So let's get on with it. Yes, it's a cold, fresh winter's morning here, but it didn't get too wet, the alfalfa, so we are going to get it into bales and off the field. I'm not sure how many bales we're going to get off here. We have lost a lot of the crop as we've left it on the field for a while, but let's get stuck in and let's give it a go. I'm looking forward to giving our new front loader a bash as well, which should be good, and I'm definitely excited to see what this baler can do. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into this and get stuck in. Let me power this up, run it. Let me just make sure I've dropped that header as well. There we go. Thought something wasn't working quite right there, and we are going to get on and get some bales done. Well folks, things have not started well here at all. I thought we were doing alright, but it would appear that we're having a few problems with this tractor and the baler. I think I'm going to disconnect everything. I might go and get the other tractor and give that a go, but what it was actually doing was chewing through the bale wrap very quickly and getting it tangled up with the grass. We had to clear it a couple of times, so I'm slightly concerned there is something wrong with this baler. But what we'll do for now, we'll go and try the other tractor first. If that doesn't work, it'll be a short-lived journey for this little baler. We might be turfing it and getting something else. Right, we're on the Traction King. I don't think this is going to be the answer. I do think this baler is a problem, which means we are going to have to think on our feet pretty quickly about what we do with this alfalfa. Now, do we need it? The quick answer is no, not really. We have plenty of bales. Could we sell it? Yes, we could, but it's not really worth much. Worst case scenario for this is we just forget about it and we plough it under. And I was going to convert this field anyway from alfalfa into a crop and plant in it next year because we've got enough. Ooh, sorry, red car. We've got enough to feed the animals for the next little while. And to be honest, the price of bales, you could just buy in your hay and your straw for TMR. Don't think you need to go through all the effort of harvesting it yourself, and we could make more money out of crops. So that was my thinking anyway. But now, if we can't even bale this because we've bought a dud baler, well, I'm not going to go to the effort. So we could sell that baler. We need it, obviously, a baler for next year for the crops, so we'll keep it for that. We'll get it fixed maybe, but very frustrating indeed. So it's going to be an interesting combo, this. Slightly over the top. Let's see how it goes. So let's fire it up. Everything's spinning. Lowered down. Yeah, we can't move. For some reason, we can't seem to move, so I'm under full load and nothing is happening. Well, I can't see anything wrong with this. We've been looking at this now for a good few minutes. This is a brand new baler as well, so I ain't going to start pulling it apart and wreck my warranty. This is going straight back to the dealers to be sorted, but it does beg the question, what are we going to do with this field now? My view, I think, is to probably get some lime on it and get it cultivated with some anhydrous and get the quality of the soil up, ready for planting in the spring. So, without further ado, I'm going to run this back to the shop, get it fixed. All this other stuff down here as well now. But yeah, we'll get this dropped back off and sorted, and we will have a look at something else to buy. I've got an idea. I'm tempted to spray our lime rather than put the dry lime on. So let's give that a go. Right, here we are at the dealership. Let's get this round the back to get sorted, and then let's dive into the store and see what they have in the way of sprayers. Right, looking at the solid fertilizer spreaders and lime spreaders, this is the only one that lets you spread lime. The other option we've got to actually go with a sprayer. We could take a relatively small sprayer like the Hardy sprayer here, and this would allow us to put liquid lime on the field as well, so it could be a little bit more efficient. We've also got the option here with the John Deere power spray. This could be handy as well. 24 meters. Right, we've just put a John Deere bale that doesn't work, but these are pretty robust sprayers, brand new as well, and price-wise, it's not bad at all. The other option we've got is maybe investing in our own anhydrous setup as well. You can see here we've got the nice Heartland system ones here. Very cheap, $10,000 for these, which is kind of nice. So we could definitely have a think about that. The only thing we would need on top of that would be a decent toolbar. And we do have this massive Dalton one here, but it's too big for us. 15.8 meters. You're going to need a pretty chunky tractor to run that, and we don't have that. We'll save that one for when the farm gets a little bit bigger, I think. So I think our decisions are as follows. Let's go back down here. First and foremost, we need a sprayer. We could buy this Hardy, 30,000, 52,000. We could have this, which has got a much bigger capacity, and will do us for fertilizer, liquid lime, herbicide, the lot. So I'm gonna bite the bullet with this, and I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get it on. I'm gonna do see and spray because I want to save as much money on my fertilizer. Well, that puts the price up considerably. But if we go to hire purchase here, let's put 10,000 deposit on it. Let's go with a massively long lease. Gives us a relatively low monthly cost of, we could go with $609 per month here. That's crazy cheap. Quite a big final fee, but it's 10 years away. We don't have to worry about that for a very long time. So right, there you go. We are going for that. And I'm thinking, looking at these prices here, I'm genuinely thinking we buy our own anhydrous kit. I think we do that. So this one, 5,500 litres, that will do us very nicely. Thank you very much. So at that price, I'm just going to buy it. There we go. And also our shank here, I think we will we buy that? No, we're not going to buy that. We're going to hire purchase this. Again, because it means that on a long lease, we don't have to be paying that much for it. I'm going to go with option 1 this time, no final fee. There we go. Right, we are self-sufficient now. And we might be able to pimp ourselves out to some of the other farmers who need us as well. Right, before anything else, liquid lime is what we're going for. I'm going to go for 4,000 litres. Let's see how long that lasts. Hopefully we don't have to come back. We can fill up at the store here, and if we do have to come back, bring the truck. There's our stuff though. We have just invested quite a lot in the farm here. Although our bank balance is looking very healthy still. We will come back for the anhydrous stuff, but first things first, let's get that field sprayed off with lime. Right, this is us filling up now. Anything left over here, of course, we can store down at the farm. There's going to be a little bit left here as well. There we go, 3,360 litres. Let's get back down to the field and see what's what. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to very quickly run around this field, because I don't think it's going to take much time at all. And then I think what we'll do, we'll just park this up here. And then we'll maybe grab the other tractor and use that for the anhydrous. But for starters, let's get this sprayed off. So, power on, there we go. Liquid lime. What a great invention. Let's just hope that we've got enough in the tank to cover the whole field. At least you know where you've been already, based on the colour on the ground. Very helpful, that. Right, let's crack on and get this done. I'm going to pull the HUD up so I can see how much is left in the tank. And we'll batter on and we'll see you when we're done. Right, we are just back from... Right, we're just back from a refill. Hopefully there is enough in here now to get us to the end of the field. I think we've just about judged it right. It's got this nice 24-metre width, has definitely helped cover the ground quickly. We've only been at this not much more than a few minutes, which is great. I just want to make sure that we can get all of it into this tank of liquid lime, but I do like liquid lime as an option. It does make things a lot easier to do. So we're just going to tuck into this corner. We might be close actually, we might have to go back again. Let's see how we get on here on the way back. It's not a full width, but fortunately spot spraying or see and spray doesn't seem to work as well with lime, or at all actually. So we are doing the old school way where we're over applying in certain circumstances, but that is what it is, right? But here we go, last pass. You can see where we've been already around the headland, so hopefully there's another little bit. This kind of tapers to a point and there's another little bit the other side, but hopefully we'll just about cover it off. And to be honest, if we don't, I ain't going back and filling up for a tiny little bit of the field. We'll just have to live with a slightly lower yield part of that field, but there we go. 6% left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. You can see there's a little triangular bit there, and then just over here we are missing a little section as well. Just here, we are so close, but just not quite enough there. Let's just check our map and see what it looks like. So there we go. Our pH application looks like it's showing that we're all right. Maybe it didn't need it in that section. There's a little bit of a heavy bit there. We could probably spray again, but for now I can live with that, to be honest. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Next job, let's turn it from this horrible red into something a little bit more green. And for that, we are going to use the other tractor. So, we're going to head back down to the shop, pick that up. We'll just park this up at the side of the field for now, I think. It has been a bit of a disaster so far today. Nothing seems to be going right. Let's hope that's going to turn around now with the anhydrous. I don't really want any problems with the anhydrous. That would be really, really problematic. I will take this trailer and I will take the front loader and drop them back at the farm on the way. Right, here we are back at the yard. That's the cows who are looking well. And doing very well, I have to say. No issues at all with the animals. Just the machinery. So, let's drop this off and head straight back out. We'll put it where our old stack of bales that we just sold were. Just around about here somewhere. That'll do. We might as well actually drop the front loader here too, because it's probably the most likely place it's going to need to be used next, so let's just drop that off as well. Right, there we go. A little bit lighter now. Let's head down to the shop. Now, if you remember last time, we took a toolbar with the tractor and then we towed the tank behind the truck and filled it up. The benefit this time is that we're right next to the co-op and the refill point for anhydrous. So I'm just going to hook it all up to the tractor here and tow it all down there. It's a big old toolbar for such an old tractor, but it doesn't seem to take that much horsepower. So let's give it a go, shall we? And if not, the Traction King is parked in the field anyway, so knowing our luck today, something's going to go wrong. Right, let's go. My gut says this tractor's not going to have enough horsepower. That is a big old toolbar. It's bigger than I thought. So, shame they won't lend us the keys to that 8RX sitting there. That would make very short work of it, wouldn't it? Right, let's get it down to the field. I do think we're going to swap it over to the Traction King. Cannot see this being able to pull it. So, we will see you back at the field. Right, here we are, and now I know the load point for anhydrous is narrow, or I would take the toolbar down there, but I think we'll drop this off at the field and just grab the tank. Right, let's do something like this. There we go. And then we will stop here with this. This shouldn't take too long in this field, to be honest. Really shouldn't. It's quite a narrow field, so with a wider implement, it should be relatively quick. Right, and let's pick this up. Kind of feel like we've been at this for a while and actually not really done much today. There's been one problem after another. Right, let's get this filled up and let's get it on the field. Right, there we go. Fill it up. Watch our money tick down. I can't remember how much it cost last time. It wasn't offensively expensive, to be honest. So we should be good here. There we go. Perfect. Let us go and inject this into the ground. Right, Traction King to the rescue. You should make short work of this now. Okay. Let's get everything unfolded. And let us see. I'm going to do a little test, as is customary. Turn the HUD on actually, so I can see what's happening. Do we have power? Not to everything yet, so bit of power there. There we go. Lower things down. Okay, looking good. And let's just jump to the map to make sure it's applying properly. It's putting a lot of anhydrous in actually. And there we are. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Bright green. Perfect. Right, let's push on and get this done. It's time we started doing some work today. Now I've chosen to do the innards first. We did have some problems last time with turning around, so I'm going to do 3 headlands just to make things easy, and that gives us loads of space to turn the tractor around without hitting these trees on the outside. So I'm going to crack on.
Those were the times, those were the ways. So take me back to the good old days. Looking back from here, I can see that we were blind to the burdens we would shoulder and the struggles we would find. But growing made us strong as strong can be.
Right, that is the majority of the field done. I did leave this bit here because it does make it quite difficult to turn. So I thought I'd leave it till the end before getting stuck into this bit. But let's fire this up now and make sure that it's all running. It looks like I've got my anhydrous turned off, so let's just check, shall we? That's right, toolbar turned off. So let's turn that back on. Right, now we're applying. What I might do just here is just curl this end round and then double back on myself. It gets a bit tight in the corner. We might leave some of it anyway, just as, I mean, to be honest, the amount of field it is, if we don't use it, we don't use it. But there we go. We'll go back again just for another little lap. And like I said, there's a little spot down at the bottom there. We'll get on the way back. Right, there we go. I think that will do it for this corner. I've got to say, I do enjoy doing the anhydrous. It is very satisfying to get done. There we go. Let's just lift the toolbar up. I think we'll just keep running though. Right, last little patch covered over like so, and that is us done. So I will power everything down now. Get it folded up. Power down the tank as well. And there we go. We do have to come back for the other tractor and the sprayer as well, which we'll do in a little minute. But we also have some exciting news back at the farm. So why don't we head back to the farm and let's have a little chat about the animals, because things are looking up. Right back to the yard for us. Let's have a think about where we store this. At the moment I think I might just drop it down by the grain bins whilst we talk about our next plans. But we definitely need... It'd be nice to have a drive-in, drive-out shed. That's probably the one thing that we're missing at the moment, because a lot of this stuff is hard to get into sheds when you've got to reverse it. But that is not why we're here at the moment. I am sprinting over here because I've got some exciting news. Right, let's pop the door here and let's head in and look at what we have got today. So here are our cows. And as you can see, this is the one we knew about already. 20% into reproduction, 1 baby, expected September next year, so we've got to wait at the moment. But you remember last time we'd only had the 1 cow pregnant. Check this out. We have got a second cow and she is pregnant, and it is twins. Coming a month later, so we have to wait a little bit longer for that. But old Bully here, he is doing his job very well indeed. Now, on the other positive side of it, if we just head out of here and look at the calf barn, just over here, we have got, I think it's 5 of the calves now 8 months old. Of course, they reach reproductive age at 12 months, so not far away from having a few more cows that we can move to this pen over here. And things are starting to evolve, which is brilliant. I mean, this series is called The Herdsman, isn't it? And I know we've been doing a lot of arable work, but this is the core behind it. This is the reason we're doing it right here, and then the beef cattle as well. So yeah, things are looking up, no question about it. So there we go. We'll run down. We're going to grab the other tractor now. Like I said, we're in the depths of winter now. It is December. It is just above freezing temperature-wise at the moment. There isn't much more we can do. The cows are all fed. We have done the anhydrous. We have prepped all the fields that we can prep now until springtime. So there's not really much more for us to do today. I know this means that the episodes are maybe slightly smaller. I'm conscious I have talked a lot. But we are good to go and ready to go come spring. So we might take a few months off from filming, and we might return with the next episode a little bit into the new year when the planting season kicks off and all hell will break loose, because we are going to be very busy. And they're not far beyond that, because we've got wheat in the fields. Harvest will start. So, on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Lots to come now. We're in a very good position financially. We're in a very good position in terms of crops in the ground. We're in a very good position in terms of fields prepped and ready to put some more crops into the ground as well. So, things are looking up for the next year here on Ray County. And some of these animals are going to mature as well, and we're going to see some money from them too. So I'm really excited to see where the next few months are going to go. But for now, going to be a lot of very quiet months until the weather picks up. So we will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye for now.
When the dark clouds form and start to turn, I'll run again. Far away when the